What up, Chuds? Cobson here, back at it again with another brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to talk about an old channel favorite, Jesse Dollemore. Now, I want to admit something right off the bat. Okay, Dollemore is one of those people who you just love to hate. He's so lowbrow, so unintelligent, and so devoid of any form of independent thought that it's honestly a specimen to be, examined, preferably in a psych ward. It's quite ironic, really. He shits on religious people all the time. Yet for someone of his weight to even be breathing at all is nothing short of divine intervention. An alleged former Marine and disabled veteran of the Cola Wars, Lardo over here apparently dislocated his knee while trying to pick up the soap, if you know what I'm saying. As a victim of vicious political hatred and vitriol, such as an infamous 2015 incident in which a man in a MAGA hat called him fat, and this just really got into his under the skin of this super tough, battle-hardened, PTSD-laden transgender suicide surviving Jewish black non-binary queen of color, alleged former Marine, to break down and cry like a little itty bitty baby. And I swear he's never been more miserable since. In all honesty, it's kind of sad that we missed out on such an excellent mukbanger because of the mean, evil orange man. I'd pay good money to see this carbon-based life form pound burger after burger and then wash it down with straight up lard. But that's besides the point. I just can't help myself, okay? He's just too much fun to make fun of. I mean, seriously, am I supposed to talk policy with this guy when his only mode of argumentation is an unfalsifiable accusation mixed with a series of insults related to feces, gay sex, or both? Okay, fine, I get it. Let's get right into this absolute banger of a video called Donald Trump Says Attack at Rally is Beautiful.
This video is going to be about a couple of different things. One, this video is going to be, again, because I'm forced to do it, because the media is not checking themselves, this video is going to be about media complicity and failure relative to reporting on things Trump-related. We've seen it this week with the Arlington National Cemetery thing. We've seen it in the past with major corporate media absolutely failing the moment. They are missing the moment right now and putting Donald Trump on the same level playing field as a normal, decent, reliable political candidate like Kamala Harris.
So let's unpack this first section. Obese Maximus here is claiming that 1. The far-left mainstream media is somehow in Trump's favor. 2. Kamala deserves special treatment, and real fairness is when Dollemore's preferred candidate gets all of her coverage slanted strongly in her favor while the inverse happens to Trump. And 3. The Arlington Cemetery thing, which, by the way, is a nothing burger that Dollemore's own camp has politicized, when all it was President Trump getting invited to a memorial service for one of the Israeli-American hostages who were killed by Dollemore's favorite Islamic Friendship Club. Okay, so from about here to the 6-minute mark, he's just kind of going in circles. You know how it is. He's very inarticulate, just repeating the same point over and over and over and over again, and it's not really good content. I wish that he'd, come up with something actually original, but alas. Anyway, moving on to the next clip.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's all right. That's okay. No, he's on our side. We get a little itchy, David, don't we? No, he's on our side. You know what he's...
So for a completely, as of yet, unknown reason, right, we shouldn't be drawing conclusions, because if Jesse wants to draw conclusions about this guy's motive, I can draw conclusions about his diet plan. But that's besides the point. Trump sarcastically says, "Oh, beautiful, beautiful." He doesn't like it, obviously. You can tell by the inflection of his voice. He says, "Oh, yeah, no, he's totally one of our guys." You know how Trump works. We do a little trolling sometimes. Trump is He's definitely a character, and I'm surprised that of all the years of just shitting himself over President Trump, Jesse has not figured that part out yet. But alas.
No, it's okay. The attack is okay. What's happening is okay because he's one of us. If he had been a protester, have at it. I want to punch him in the face, as he said in rallies of past. And then he launches into some bizarre yarn about an angel, two flags turning into an angel. Just absolute nonsense. This is dangerous. I mean, it is self-evident that this is dangerous. This is not normal. It's not normal for the press to cover for the fascist, Donald Trump, but it's also not normal for a candidate for president of the United States to continue both directly and indirectly to encourage political violence, to make excuses for an attack on the constitutionally protected free press because he's one of us. When are you going to get your shit together, corporate media?
All right, he does make a good point at the very, very end of that clip, but let's start going from the beginning. So besides his completely bizarre, nonsensical notion that Donald Trump somehow was excusing the violence when, again, I think we both established it's in his personality, in his character to say a couple sarcastic quips. Now, you could argue poor taste, fine, but that's not violence, you dumbass. Secondly, there's no rhetoric that really promotes violence quite like the fascism rhetoric that I went over in one of my previous videos about this guy. Because it is exactly that rhetoric that Dollemore just made. Oh, he says violence bad. But also my opponents are fascist. I'm Dollemore. It's a performance art almost. Like, this guy is not a serious commentator. I don't think that's an unreasonable notion. But again, you can't simultaneously amplify the same rhetoric that led to a president getting nearly assassinated. Oh, wait, no. Dollemore can't even say Trump got assassinated. He can only say Trump got shot at. Can't even say he got shot. And it's also Donald Trump's fault somehow, because this is an attack on the freedom of the press when we both know the corporate media is in the bag for the far left, the people just like you, Jesse. And if they can't spin this into some horseshit, no one can. So again, this is another classic example of just the genius on display with none other than Jessica Dollenstein.
Why does it fall upon independent media individuals like myself, like Farron Cousins, like David Pakman, like Brian Tyler Cohen, and others to do the heavy lifting? All it takes is to add an extra fucking paragraph to your article, Associated Press, with the quotes that I'm providing. Trump, that's beautiful. That's all right. That's okay. No, he's on our side. Yeah, we get a little itchy, David, don't we? No, he's on our side. You know what he's showing, Trump says, the attacker, you know what he's showing at Butler, where the assassination attempt took place? An amazing thing happened. Flag, angel, flag. And as that horrible event was taking place, the wind blew the flags together and formed a perfect angel. I don't know if we have it, but it was a perfect angel that formed. That's all you had to do. That's it. Your job is not that difficult when it comes to covering a danger, a clear and present danger to these United States of America, to the Constitution that Donald Trump wants to terminate when he's dictator on day one. The same Constitution that protects your right to cover in a free and fair manner as the press. The First Amendment is giving you the right. It's protecting your right to cover these things.
And now for the final bit of the video, and by the way, he never again mentioned the Arlington visit, likely because our good friend Shecklemore here can't figure out a way to spin it into Orange Man bad. But anyway, the final bit of the video is, to recap, we can see the Blob repeating the lie that he is somehow independent. While that fact might be true in the sense that he isn't affiliated with any major networks that we know of, the fact that his positions and opinions line up perfectly with the DNC kind of debunks the notion that either Fat Jesse here or any of his butt buddies are in any way, shape, or form independently minded. As for the itchy comment, that was obviously also a joke. And the fact that he emphasizes this point is downright retarded. I mean, what are you trying to say, buddy? Trump was joking and we both know it. I also want to throw in the fact that Dollemore is very much upset that the assassination attempt happened. Not because he believes in civility or opposes political violence or anything normal like that. Oh, no. It's because Trump was an absolute badass and Tubby here wishes he was killed instead of surviving the assassination attempt. Dollemore also forgets that Kamala Harris is the true danger to our democracy, as she will more than likely sign amnesty on day one, disenfranchising the American voters and handing the democracy that Fatty here pretends to care about over to foreign nationals. Real democratic, am I right? And again, when it comes to the First Amendment, Dollemore also doesn't care about that part either. He literally supports banning Christian preachers from even referencing politics in a fashion that does not favor his far-left point of view, nor does he care when corporations silence people he disagrees with. Now that I have thoroughly exposed Dollemore's hypocrisy once again, this has been Cobson, signing off.